Welcome back. Now, battle lines have been drawn in Tamil Nadu with the southern state gearing up for the high-octane Lok Sabha battle, which is, of course, now shaping up to be a triangular contest. In 2019, it was a DMK-led alliance sweep. 38 out of the 39 seats were sealed by the DMK and Congress combined, with AIADMK, of course, that time just left with about a seat. But it's going to be a lot more closer this time, it looks like, especially with the BJP sniffing at a real opportunity in the state for the first time. From Prime Minister's marathon visits to Annamalai's, massive yatra across the state of Tamil Nadu, the BJP believes it has managed to gain some momentum, with the state party president Annamalai expecting even 25% of the vote share. Now, over 5 times of its best tally in the state so far is his expectation. Now, the AIADMK, led by E. Palaniswamy, of course, has been in a constant jostle to regain its lost glory since the death of former Chief Minister J. Jayalalitha. Now, will the DMK-Congress combine ward off the Modi wave, or will Annamalai fulfill BJP's ambitious Tamil Nadu dreams? The opinion polls too seem uncertain at this point in time. But what's certain is that it's going to be a high-octane battle in Tamil Nadu. Now, to discuss more about this, YG Madhuvanti from the BJP is with us. Dr. Syed Hafiz, spokesperson of the DMK, Kovai Satyan, spokesperson of the AIADMK, Dr. Narayan Lakshman, associate editor, The Hindu, all of them with us. I'll take this across firstly to the DMK. Mr. Hafiz, quite interesting here because last time it was a sweep for your party. This time, of course, you're aligned with the Congress. You have a few other parties in the fray as well. Can you repeat such a performance, or do you feel that this triangular contest that's exhibiting itself at this juncture will play spoil sport?
First of all, the triangular context is not factual on ground. It is between DMK and ADMK, who have booth-level agents at every constituency. Whereas you go back to the alliance with the BJP, do not have a booth-level agent. They don't have people to sit in the booth itself. One ally, he comes out and said, I just asked for 1 seat in BJP alliance, but they gave me 2. This is the situation of BJP. The social media hype and few surveys showing a massive leap for BJP is not practical in the ground. They might look to have grown, but it has not grown. Tamil Nadu continues to be a Dravidian fort where people will fight on the basis of Dravidian ideology. Any ideology other than that is a very marginable and negligible. That is what BJP is carrying. You go and see the people who are in the BJP alliance, they are absolutely negligible. They say they have a rainbow alliance. Except for PMK Ramdas, there is no proven vote bank with the BJP there. I don't understand from where this 25% vote comes in. You should live in Alice in Wonderland to come up with such ideas. As far as
Syed Hafiz, interesting here. Interesting here that you first said, that the BJP is probably not even a contender here. You should also probably answer about the AIADMK. The question that comes up is maybe social media, maybe the Prime Minister's visit. But, a lot of people have gotten talking about the BJP in Tamil Nadu. And that perception, will it trickle down to the ground is the question. Now, more importantly, you're ruling out BJP's performance whatsoever, considering even the names that have come out, very prominent names there, party president, former party president, union ministers, former governors, sitting MLAs. These are the kind of names that the BJP is coming out with. So they are hell-bent at this time. They want to improve their performance. But what do you think will happen with the AIADMK?
No, I will tell you. Okay. The big names you said, they have contested in Tamil Nadu before as well. You know what the result was. What is it that is going to change?
Yeah.
Just because someone goes for a yatra, I think there is going to be a dynamic change where they are going to be a bigger force than other 2 parties. That's practically impossible. As far as Tamil Nadu is concerned, the 39 seats, DMK is leading comfortably. And it is between the ADMK and the BJP to fight for the 2nd place in the rest of the places. So to be practical, ADMK has also not been at the best situation practically. But it is between the ADMK and the BJP to fight for the 2nd place. The DMK is in a very comfortable lead. This I'm telling you, this will be evident when the results come. As far as Tamil Nadu is concerned, DMK is going to win all the 39. This myth about BJP having this thing and it is going to be a tripolar election, no way possible. It is impossible to have such an election in Tamil Nadu. at this point of time.
Seats you think? Mr. Hafiz, not even in a few seats. I'm of course not talking about the entire state of Tamil Nadu, but what about a few seats? Especially the ones that have been announced today.
Few seats are the seats where ADMK's allies are contesting. The DMDK and other allies where ADMK is going to contest, there BJP might look to have an upper hand, but on ground, it is practically a contest between DMK and ADMK.
Okay, let's bring in Mr. Satyan. After that, I'll go to the BJP to respond overall. Mr. Satyan, your view on this?
Good evening. Tamil Nadu is a swing door policy state. Let's keep that in mind. 2014, AIADMK swept the MP elections. 2019, it was DMK. You were pointing out the series of losses after our leader Amma passed away. It is true because of our decision to go with a dual leadership. And we introspected and we realized and we moved towards single leadership. So all the ambiguity are done and dusted. The resurrection took place from 1.5 crore cadres to 2 crore cadres, which constitute about 33% of the eligible voters and 25% of Tamil Nadu population. So let's not negate the might of AIADMK. Having said that, history repeats 2024. AIADMK is all about to rewrite history by sweeping the elections. Look at the placement of candidates from the BJP front. Isn't it an indication that BJP is so desperate that they have to make a governor resign, they have to make a Rajya Sabha MP resign, now a sitting MLA to resign to contest in these elections? And the repeated visit of Mr. Prime Minister clearly indicates a desperation of the TN BJP unit. And is this awareness they call? Truly, it is not awareness, it's a noise that BJP is creating in media will not turn into votes in reality. 87,000 booths for the upcoming elections. BJP don't even have Karyakartas to work for half of the booths. On 32 constituencies list releases, out of 40, 80% of constituencies we have already fielded our candidates. In other one day, it will be a customary. Wherein out of 40, only 7 or 8 had come out for BJP. They are struggling to find a candidate to field in the elections. Where is this tripartite contest come from? Tamil Nadu, being a Dravidian state,
no, Mr.
is
Satyan,
always bipolar.
Like I said to Mr. Hafiz as well, I'm going to tell you too, probably the BJP is not looking at all the 39 seats and they're not bothered to, probably bring you a tough triangular contest in all of them. If they even do that and manage to even do about 3 to 4, that will be adding to their, southern tally. They have, of course, not really had great wins in the south, especially in Tamil Nadu or in Kerala. This would be a big win for them, wouldn't it?
No, winning 3 or 4 constituency doesn't give them 25% of vote share, like how Annamalai has claimed in your channel. Do you really understand what 25% of vote share means? How would it translate to the seats? So in arithmetics, that doesn't work that way. If the focus is 2 or 3 seats, and you can't talk about taking a vote share of 25% plus in Tamil Nadu for the Lok Sabha elections.
We are not here discussing only about what Mr. Annamalai said. I am trying to draw your attention towards a picture where, they win about 2 to 3 or even 4. And then what happens to the AIADMK? What happens to the DMK? And more importantly, of course, 3 for the BJP would mean 3 less, for the India alliance. So, or for the AIADMK in this picture. So, I don't want to get into what happens with the AIADMK post the elections. I don't want to get into that narrative at this juncture. But, I want to really understand, will this mean anything for the AIADMK or the DMK, even, BJP making inroads?
Certainly, there is a noise, but it cannot make any inroads. That's what I said. The candidate itself talks about the desperation of BJP to field a governor, a sitting MLA and a sitting MOS, Rajya Sabha MP. They have to resign and come and contest here, wherein they are not the sons of the soil. Murugan at Nilgiris, nobody could even relate Murugan with the lifestyle in the hills of Ooty. Annamalai, who is next to Coimbatore, Karur, who lost the assembly elections recently in Karur, he is not the son of soil of Coimbatore. Tamil Sai ma'am, she is being seen as a governor and you field them in MP. Look at the way they are scrambling for a perception image makeover. This is not going well in DMK. The
Okay.
ground reality
Okay,
is
let me
different.
get a response from the BJP
On the
now.
ground,
let
it
me
is fierce
let me get a
between
response from the
DMK and
BJP.
AIADMK.
Both the DMK and the AIADMK believe here. Okay. Let's see what Madhuvanti has to say. Both of them are completely dismissing the BJP's chances, Madhuvanti.
Good evening to you, Deepak, and to my fellow panelists here. I am amazed to see that both the DMK and the ADMK panelists seem to know excitingly inside about our booth processes, and they seem to know whether we have booth agents or not. Let them check about their booth agents and let them check about their party's booth work. I think that's more important at this point in time than poking their noses into whether BJP has booth agents or booth functioning or not, because I work on the ground and I know exactly well and how our booth agents are functioning, and we're extremely, if not better ready for this election than DMK and ADMK put together. And having said that, the fact that they seem to be worried about the list of candidates that's come out, the tone with which both of them seem to be talking about the fact that these people have been fielded from the BJP itself shows that this is a triangular election. There is no two ways about it. BJP is here to make inroads. BJP is here to make a difference. BJP is here to stay. And this entire anti-Modi narrative has been thrown out of the window. And the fact that we are going to make inroads, not just inroads, we're going to show you 16-lane highways come June 4th. And when that happens, everybody's mouth is even going to open up furthermore, and they are going to understand the value and the hard work and the toil that every Karyakarta of BJP has put in with regards to this election. And you are going to wait and watch the results. It's not, my state president means business. He's not somebody who's going to shoot his mouth off without knowing his facts and figures. And over the course of this debate, I saw the DMK panelists say, first he said it's a competition between DMK and ADMK. Then he said it's a competition where ADMK and BJP have to fight for second seat. This itself shows the confusion and the tension with which they seem to be talking, because everybody is in panic. This whole Dravidian ideology, this myth is going to be broken and shattered. Everybody is in panic. People know that there is a third front and that is here to stay. And it is going to make solid inroads into the electoral situation and scenario and the ecosystem of Tamil Nadu. So that is shaking. The very ground beneath their feet is shaking, which is why you see that all these talks are coming out from my panelists.
Let me bring in a neutral perspective as well. Let me bring Dr. Narayan Lakshman. Okay, Dr. Narayan Lakshman has been an observer of the Tamil Nadu politics for decades now. Mr. Lakshman, when you look at the names that have been announced today, do you see it as desperation on part of the BJP or a good election strategy?
Look, Deepak, I think the BJP is doing what it can. It is definitely a party that's trying to expand its footprint, and it's obviously got to go all out in terms of big names. It's got to go all out in terms of social media, because these are the spheres where it exercises some control. On the ground is a different story. I'm not trying to say that the BJP spokesperson here is wrong or right, but evidence from the past suggests that both the Dravidian parties have exceedingly strong control from the booth level, and then, of course, all the way to going well before the election in terms of understanding the local dynamics and caste equations and how to pick candidates and how to mobilize people on the day. I think these networks have been set for the best part of 50 years now. So I'm not saying that surprises are not possible. They are possible, but just that you are going to be fighting a machine, a two-sided machine that has been functioning for half a century. And so I think it's coming up as the underdog is the position of the BJP. I don't think they can in this system make a massive impact in terms of the number of seats. However, I don't rule out the fact that they could see some success in terms of vote share. It's possible. We're still talking small digits here, single digits and smaller amount. But again, I believe that the BJP is in this for the long term. They're fighting a very long battle to win over.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll discuss that. I think that's a very good point that you mentioned, Dr. Lakshman, that, this is not something that they're looking at for just 2024. It's probably, with an eye on 2029 and 33 and much more for the BJP. We'll discuss that after this quick break. I'm requesting all our panelists to stay with us. Welcome back, viewers. We were discussing the politics in Tamil Nadu, whether it's going to be a three-way contest this time around, with the BJP, of course, putting in all the muscle, all the, efforts it can. Also releasing, of course, a bunch of names today as well, which includes very prominent personalities, including some of the sitting MLAs. We have the party president, you have a former governor, and much more. All our panelists still continue to be with us. Madhuvanti from the BJP, Hafiz, Dr. Hafiz from the DMK. We also have Mr. Kovai Satyan from the AIADMK and Dr. Narayan Lakshman from the Hindu joining us. We were just talking here, Dr. Lakshman, about how the BJP strategy may not just be for this particular election, but, for the long run. But I'd like to come back to Dr. Hafiz here and ask, how do you really view the BJP coming into Tamil Nadu, and more importantly, what happens with the Dravidian picture, just the AIADMK and the DMK being the two parties that the people look at, especially when you consider the national picture. The DMK, of course, has gone in with the India bloc, but the AIADMK at this juncture does not have probably, has not given the picture a clear idea as to what their national ambitions or their allies would be. So does this really open up a good opportunity for the BJP, especially considering Lok Sabha elections, if not the assembly elections here?
I don't want to comment on what ADMK is up to or what they are saying, but what I can certainly say is, before I answered your question, I said, we are not jittery about your candidate list, ma'am. They have a history. They have lost multiple times in the past. So what is going to make them win this time? I don't understand. As far as Prime Minister visits are concerned, I think he has planned 10 visits. I think he should come 20 visits so that DMK wins bigger. Today, you don't condemn the governor. The Supreme Court has smashed the governor for his inaction, for creating a constitutional misfortune in the state, where he is not going to the extent that CJI comes out and says, if the governor does not follow constitution, where does the government go? This is the state of atrocity that the governor appointed by you is showing on the electorally, democratically elected government. All these are issues in Tamil Nadu. People are watching you. Don't undermine the wisdom of people of Tamil Nadu. They know what you have done to people of Tamil Nadu. You don't give flood money to us. When flood comes in Gujarat, within 3 days, you give 1,000 crores to Gujarat from the National Relief Fund. And when it comes to Tamil Nadu, you haven't given a single penny from National Relief Fund. All this is known. This hype about Prime Minister coming is just helping the DMK well. No, when she said that the competition is between DMK and ADMK in major seats, and there are few seats where the fight is between the ADMK alliance and the BJP, where ADMK alliance partners are contesting. And I clearly said, for the second place, in few seats, the competition is between the BJP and ADMK. That is what I said. You don't have to be, I understand your optimism, but your optimism cannot be reality in ground, madam. And as far as you said, the Dravidian ideology, the Dravidian ideology.
Before I allow the BJP to respond to that, I also want to bring in Mr. Satyan. Very interesting, the DMK from the start of this debate somewhere seems to be sidelining the AIADMK. First talks about the BJP, then comes to the AIADMK. How is AIADMK's role here going to be in Tamil Nadu politics if the DMK counters everything that the BJP says? The narrative is being built around the DMK versus the BJP. And what happens to AIADMK really in the middle of all of this?
AIADMK is not in the middle of all these. AIADMK on top of these, because you choose your opponent in the war. If DMK wants to fight a party which is struggling with Nota, it's their choice. Why would I have to comment on it? And by the way, we have demonstrated our strength, not only on ground on numbers, but by our infrastructure. We moved to the single leadership. That itself is a big.
Is that a strategy, but Mr. Satyan? Is that a strategy that DMK is employing? Because if you look at the last few months, I don't see any sort of statements that are coming in directly aimed at the AIADMK. There seems to be some sort of divide as far as the DMK and the BJP is concerned, clearly on the ground. But as far as any comments or any narrative against the AIADMK, that's not even coming to the fore. Is this a well-drawn strategy by the DMK here to make this about the BJP versus DMK so that the AIADMK is really put out of picture?
It is a strategy by DMK for the last 6 years, because they say we are in troubled waters with dual leadership. Once that is settled down, they want to brand as a caste-based party, which miserably failed. But what happening on the other side is BJP is all over. But where? on media. And what they're doing on media is not awareness or not talking about development or ideology. It's about making and creating noise. And the noise doesn't turn into votes. To my friend Madhuvanti ma'am, Tamil Nadu has the best road infrastructure in India. It's not that Tamil Nadu people have not seen 6 lanes or 12 lanes like you are saying. You take our taxpayers' money, you can go and build 6 lanes.
I didn't say you have not seen 6 lanes or 12 lanes. It was a metaphor I used.
Let me finish.
Unfortunately, I don't think you understood it. Anyway, it's okay.
It's okay, man. It's okay. If I close your eyes, whatever you talk will be like narrating a movie script.
I understand.
It is not there in reality.
You can
but the point
also
is,
close
politics
your eyes
is not about politics is not about advertisements. Let me finish, man. Why don't you have the patience?
I am absolutely patient.
Whatever social development indexes or metrics you talk about, Tamil Nadu is leading, and the BJP ruled states are far behind us. The higher education enrollment target, which you set to achieve in 2030, Tamil Nadu has already achieved in 2020, 10 years ahead. You talk about social development metrics, let's have a debate. So the point here is your development gyan and suddenly taking Tamil Nadu to the heights of India doesn't work that way because we are already there. We are already leading in Tamil Nadu as the second largest economy. And your religious polarization cards, 1998, the bomb blast took place. Your prime minister suddenly get the enlightenment to go and pay tribute after 26 years. So will he go to Mizoram after 26 years when he turns 100? So let's not play these cards here in Tamil Nadu. The political quotient and awareness of Tamil Nadu people and voters are way high. And it's very high. And they clearly know who delivers what. What happened to Meghatadu? DMK and BJP are mute spectators. They don't even open their mouth. They talk about rights of Tamil Nadu and Tamil people. So there are double standards from DMK front as well as from BJP front, which is getting exposed day by day. So when it comes to these elections, we have a strong force. We live in the hearts of the people, unlike DMK and BJP, who are all over the media. Media doesn't give you votes. You have to live in the hearts of the people to gain votes. And we are in the hearts of the people to get votes.
Okay, Madhuvanti, now your time to respond to both Dr. Hafiz and Mr. Satyan.
Okay, to Dr. Hafiz first, thank you for patiently reverting back to whatever I had to say, Dr. Hafiz. But I just want to counter one point. You spoke about the Supreme Court questioning the governor today. Yes, the Supreme Court has questioned the governor, but the same Supreme Court questioned your crown prince, asking him to give a clarification on the Sanatan Dharma statement, for which I have not seen one answer or one condemning or one word from the DMK. Secondly, when I spoke about inroads and 16-lay highways, it was a metaphorical statement I used. I know my English. I know what I exactly said, and it was not a story script that I was narrating, sir. I'm sure you know I come from a film family, but that doesn't mean I don't know my politics, right? And of course, your Amma, the supreme leader of the ADMK herself, came from cinema only, and so with the DMK. So let's not try to split cinema from politics as far as Tamil Nadu is concerned. And the third point being that you're talking about BJP being extremely popular with the media, considering that your two parties are the ones who run all the channels. You have channels of your own. You're the ones with the channels. You're the one with the media support. And you're saying that we have all the control over the media. It's very heartening to know that you have understood that part, that irrespective of whether you own a channel or not, what the people of Tamil Nadu want to see, they do go and see, and the truth is out there for people to see. And I completely agree. It has been a Dravidian model, Dravidian ideology for 50 years. But that doesn't mean that somebody new can come in and make a change. And that is the change that is going to happen. And that is the change you are all going to watch. And we are all going to have this discussion come June 5th. This is exactly what I want to say back, Deepak.
Okay.
I need 10 seconds.
Okay,
I need 10 seconds.
Dr. Lakshman, I want you to, okay, I'll come back to you, Dr. Hafiz. Hold on. But Dr. Lakshman, how do you really look at this situation between the DMK and the AIDMK at this point in time, and this strategy that I was just referring to earlier, where, you know, the DMK makes it very much about just the BJP, the AIDMK is being left out of most of the, you know, debates and the narratives that the DMK comes up with?
Look, Deepak, I think it's this, while, as I said earlier, I reiterate, surprises are possible, it very much remains a battle between these two Dravidian major parties. I think the factors actually have nothing to do with the BJP, as to what the final outcome is. It has to do with the internal structure of each of these two parties. So the DMK had a plan for orderly transition of power after the passing of Karunanidhi, where Stalin's rise as the head of the party has been relatively uncontested or entirely uncontested. In the case of the AIADMK, unfortunately, Jayalalitha herself, for all the merits and good governance that she brought about in some regards, failed to nurture the green shoots of leadership beneath her for all of her time in power, as a result of which her successors have been unable to hold the party together, have been unable to strike balances and bargains between the caste leaders of the sort of rainbow coalition of castes that come together for within the umbrella of the AIADMK. As a result, you have seen all these many years of factional infighting, which has left them in a weaker position to take on someone like the BJP or indeed even the DMK. So this is ironic because actually EPS was an extremely able governor, governor in the sense of governing the state as a chief minister, and he really proved his mettle in that regard. Unfortunately, he doesn't have that kind of command over the entire party, although the court decision sealed the cadres and this party symbol and all in his favor. He's on a weaker footing at a very broad level compared to the DMK, and that could make the difference between the two of them. That I see as a social scientist and as someone who studied Dravidian politics, I see that as the major differentiating factor between the two of them, which could lead to various other things, whether the BJP comes in or not, whether they build the right kinds of alliances or not. All of these are subsidiary questions. But the core of
But very quickly, Dr. Lakshman, do you see an opening apart from Dravidian politics to make its way into Tamil Nadu? Do you see an opening at all? Is there one?
Yeah. So as I said earlier, to qualify again what Ms. Madhavanti replied to me, I did say surprises are possible. The one small, very, very small window for them is that the youth of the state, the young voters, may feel a sense of disconnect from what happened in 1967 when the Dravidian movement really dethroned National Party, the Congress, and has ruled the state strongly since. There is a set of values, a sense of Tamil exceptionalism, a sense of state autonomy, all of these things rolled into a whole paradigm of Tamil politics, which the youth may be a little bit disconnected from, and they may be swayed by the social media and the rest of the media, where the BJP is definitely strong and they project the presidential style of politics built around the personality of Prime Minister Modi. So there is a small window for them, for those who believe that message, and those who therefore might not follow.
Okay, I'll take that across to Dr. Hafiz, and I'll have to come to a wrap because I'm running out of time. Dr. Lakshman, I'll take that to him. Dr. Hafiz, now very quickly, if you could tell us, Dr. Lakshman believes that probably the youth is probably moving away from the Dravidian thought process. Do you feel in the long run the BJP stands to gain in Tamil Nadu because the ideology that they bring with them probably could resonate more with the youngsters?
No, they are seeing what is happening with electoral bonds, BJP involving itself in the massive corruption in the Indian history. The youths of Tamil Nadu are also witnessing how disproportionately funds from Tamil Nadu are being diverted to the other states. They are also seeing how lethargic is the union government of Tamil Nadu when it comes to the lives of Sri Lankan, Tamil fishermen which are being attacked by the Sri Lankan army. The government does nothing to it. All these are being seen. And all the more, the more upper hand, the step-brotherly treatment that the Tamil Nadu is being faced by the BJP government, all this is bringing the youths more into the Dravidian fold to uphold the rights and the culture of Tamil Nadu. Every decision that the union government takes today is affecting the welfare of Tamil Nadu. Let it be in need. I will give you one example. They talk about development. Why is for last 5 years the AIIMS is not being constructed? Who is responsible? Where rest of the 14 states, 14 AIIMS are being constructed. But this AIIMS alone from Tamil Nadu, you take 5 years. And one batch of MBBS students have passed out studying from Tamil Nadu Government Medical College. All this is going to be told to the youths of Tamil Nadu that how BJP is not a party for Tamil Nadu. It is because of the Dravidian ideology that we have grown so far to be the second contributing force in Indian economy, to be one of the highest literacy.
But will the Dravidian ideology continue to resonate with the youngsters is also a question mark that has been raised through this debate. But of course, it's going to be an interesting political battle nonetheless, this Lok Sabha. I'm thanking all our panelists. We'll have to slip into a quick break. Of course, we'll revisit this issue time and again through the course of the next few weeks in the run-up to the elections. Thanking all of you.